Welcome to the Dennis and Judy Show on demand. Thanks to our sponsor, Value City NJ, with 9 locations in New Jersey or online at valuecitynj.com. Don't forget to subscribe to the show so you'll never miss a minute. New Jersey 101.5.
Hey guys, time to get in on the action for the biggest moments in basketball with Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projections, place your entry, and win up to 100 times your money. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit of up to $100. Just download the Prize Picks app and use the code GET100. That's code GET100 on Prize Picks for a first deposit match of up to $100. Prize Picks. Pick more. Pick less. It's that easy.
Parks Casino and Sportsbook, New Jersey. Chime time. 10:09. It's a Dennis and Judy Show. I'm Dennis Malloy.
Good morning. I'm Michelle Palenza.
Get out of town.
How are you?
Good. How are you, Michelle?
I feel like my lip is swelling up as I speak.
From what?
I was running around and I didn't realize the door was open and I turned and I ran right into the door.
At home?
Busted
or
up my lip. No, at work. You ever feel it, like your lip's getting swollen and you could feel it getting more and more swollen?
That's a workman's comp case.
I think it is, too.
Well, you use your mouth. That's your job is to talk. And you bumped your lip.
That hurts.
On a work edifice.
Why was that door there? Why was that door open? It was the door's fault.
My client claims that the door should not have been there.
If only the entire lip could swell up like that. It would make me look like I have good lips, but it's only in the one area.
That whole lip thing. I tell you, what women do with their lips, their eyebrows, and their eyelashes.
Do you like that look with the lips being so big like that?
No. Listen, if you have thin lips, they're natural lips, they can be as pretty as full lips. Stop.
Just made a lot of people very happy.
Nah, don't do that. It's not, don't. You don't need it.
Okay.
I like natural. It doesn't matter what I like. You do you. But I just think in all cases, your boobs, your eyelashes, your eyebrows, your lips, natural.
Just saying, this one side of my lip doesn't look bad right now. Just this one area. It's nice and full. But all right, I'll get through it.
So there was a ram on the loose in Mount Laurel overnight, and they captured it.
I guess they just captured it this morning. They captured it on my street. How funny is that? I had heard about this ram on the loose in Mount Laurel, which, of course, is always breaking news when there's a ram on the loose in your town.
Yeah.
That makes big news.
And they showed a picture of it. I was watching local Philly news. There's a picture of a ram, like near a field, and there's a ram on the loose. So they found it on your street.
It's so funny. So I called my husband like an hour ago to ask him a question. He's like, I'm busy. The ram has been spotted on our street. It's been located. So he was like running to get footage of this ram.
Well, Michelle's husband is a cameraman for a local Philadelphia TV station.
So this was like breaking news.
So was he working?
He wasn't working until another hour. But he was able to
got the footage?
Get in his car and get the footage of the ram.
The exclusive footage on Channel 3.
How funny is that?
So we were wondering, in suburbia, in suburban New Jersey today, people have animals that maybe a generation or two ago you wouldn't see, like chickens, goats, ducks, geese, rams, for crying out loud.
I don't know where that came from, though. Like, who had the ram?
Are there any farms left?
I know. I was thinking Paws, but Paws isn't open anymore.
Yeah, that's been closed a while. My daughter is moving right around the corner from you.
Well, she should know that occasionally a ram
I'm going to tell her, honey.
Could be in her backyard.
Tell them it's settlement, knock a few grand off the price. There's wild rams in the neighborhood. Nobody told me about the rams.
That's a problem here.
A ram is a sheep with a big curly ass horn on its head.
Yeah.
All right, so
kids are at the bus stop like, wait a second, why is there a ram coming toward me?
Oh, I'd love to see a ram just smash right into the bus.
Oh my God. Now bears, have you ever had a bear in your town? That always is big news in our area.
I heard of it, but I never saw it. But I've seen foxes and all kinds of deer, of course.
That's become normal now. I feel like I was out the other day and a fox ran right in front of the car.
Really?
Or years ago, I never really would see them in our area, but now I see them all the time.
Well, in your town, I grew up near there, and you did too, and it was all farms for the longest time. And then now it's all housing developments and apartment complexes and all that stuff. They're building more and more apartment complexes in our area. We can talk about that at some point too, how it's just overrun with these. All of a sudden, if you haven't been down a road for about a year, all of a sudden you ride down the road, bam, big ass apartment complex.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
So do you have an unusual pet animal in your neighborhood, in your house, in your yard? Do you keep ducks, geese, chickens, rabbits? Oh, my daughter-in-law just lost her rabbit yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Rabbit.
Sad.
Big rabbit.
My girlfriend has a rabbit, grew up with rabbits. When she was in college, she had a rabbit, a pet rabbit, and now...
Wait. In college?
I know she had it in college.
At the dorm?
I guess when she had a house off campus, she had a pet rabbit. And now as an adult, she was so excited to get her kids a pet rabbit. But apparently they don't live very long. So how many years did your daughter-in-law have them?
Oh, years. Quite a few years. It was a big floppy-eared giant whatever. And she said it was the best pet she ever had.
That's what my friend said. Whenever we go there, it's the cutest little thing. It's adorable. It's a little pet rabbit.
I think we had one briefly when the kids were little. And I don't think it lasted long.
That's what I don't think they do. I don't know.
My daughter-in-law is very good with taking care of people and animals,
but you get so attached. Like she got so attached to this rabbit, and then it didn't live very, very long.
Do you have any unusual animal pets in your house, in your neighborhood? A goat, a ram, chicken, ducks, geese.
Well, I feel like more and more New Jerseyans have chickens. Like that has become, I don't want to say a norm because not everybody has them, but that's become very, very popular to have chickens in your backyard.
Well, Crazy Bill Spadia was going to rent chickens for a while.
Well, you can do that. Yeah, you can rent chickens.
Kyle, is Kristen still there?
She's somewhere, but I don't know where. I'll try and find her.
All right, if you can, it's no big deal. I just want to ask her if Bill ever did the whole chicken thing.
He did. I remember him saying that he did have the chickens in the backyard.
I was at his house about a month ago. I didn't see no chickens.
Well, maybe they got rid of them at that point. You only rent them for a couple of months, and then once you've had your fun, you could then be done with the chickens. Are you sure? Did you go in his backyard? I remember him talking about these chickens.
I know.
He told me all about them, so he definitely had them.
He's never home. He's always at meeting his future constituents.
But it's not like you have to be out there walking the chickens, playing with the chickens.
Let's do an hour.
Like they need so much attention.
Since we're on the topic of Bill Spadia, let's do an hour on whether or not you think he would run for governor and would you vote for him. I'm tired of people asking me, hey, your boy running for governor, I'm voting for him.
I know.
Every time I ask him, he gives me a dumbass look. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
I vote for him.
Let's just stick with the chickens, okay?
All right.
You're going to get in trouble.
I know. I know.
Oh, boy.
I could use a few days off. Suspend me.
Oh, not when I'm here. Please, no.
All right. Brian, the cheese guy, is calling from Tinton Falls. Hi, Brian.
Good morning, Dennis and Michelle. Brian, the cheese guy, was once Brian the rabbit guy when I lived in Atlantic Islands.
What? How many rabbits?
Well, my first rabbit was a mini floppy ear like your daughter had. His name was Thumper.
Thumper?
Daughter-in-law, sorry. Yeah, Thumper. And then he was beautiful. And then one night, my neighbors all had rabbits too. We all had them as kids.
What? Why?
I don't know. They were just something fun to have. And
right.
I think it was trendy in the early 80s.
The rabbit phase.
I honestly think it was. And the raccoons got them one night, all the neighbors. And I don't know if you ever heard a rabbit in distress.
I don't want to even think about it.
Sounds like a screaming baby.
Yeah, like a high-pitched. Oof. So
I had one when it was a silver blue color, almost like a Weimaraner, like that, but a little blue. and I had a crush on Moon Unit Zappa after I saw her on an episode of Chips, and I named my rabbit Stargazer.
After Moon Unit?
Yeah, kind of a spin on the whole punk rock Valley Girls. Yeah.
This is a little TMI on Brian's adolescence.
I swear, though, every time Brian calls, we learn something new about him.
I know.
I have quite a resume.
All right, Brian. Thank you for sharing. Oh, by the way, have you Googled Moon Unit lately?
No, that was a phase.
All right, I'll Google her and see what's going on. I thank you for the call to New Jersey 101.5. Do you have any unusual animals as pets? Or in the neighborhood, there was a ram on the loose in Mount Laurel. They captured the ram. The ram is safe. The people of Mount Laurel are safe. 1-800-283-101.5. Christine, what do you hear what Christine has? 1019, here's home. Dennis and Judy show. Michelle filling in today, and Michelle was terrorized overnight by a ram in her neighborhood. Luckily, they caught it on her street.
It just cracks me up when there's an animal on the loose in your town. It's like breaking news. Like, I remember there was a bear in our town. This was like 5-6 years ago, and they were like, do we cancel field day? Like, they were going to cancel field day. Kids couldn't go to the bus stop. It was like, there is a bear on the loose. Stay inside.
Yeah, we're not used to it in South Jersey at all. In North Jersey, like in the northwest corner, they're like, there's a bear on the loose every day. Shut
right.
up.
I see one when I'm walking to the bus stop. No big deal.
So, do you have any exotic animals in your neighborhood or in your yard? Chickens, ducks, geese, rams, goats. Goats are very popular. Didn't the guy call yesterday and said they just had 14 baby goats?
Oh, yeah, somebody did call in and sells them, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I guess they're becoming more popular. I don't know, but they're not like chickens where I think you can't just have goats on your I unless you're a farm, right?
I don't know. Why not? If you got a fenced-in yard?
A pet goat?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. A lot of people have rabbits. Christine in Edison, your daughter adopted 2 bunnies a couple years ago? Or one bunny?
One bunny. She adopted one bunny 3 years ago. We still have her. Somebody left her, the bunny, in a small cage by a dumpster.
Oh.
And, we felt so horrible. So when we saw it was at the shelter, we adopted her. She's a lop-eared bunny. We discovered she was actually deaf, which kind of worked to our advantage because we have 2 dogs who bark. So she's a great bunny, and she's potty trained.
Oh, man. It goes in a litter box?
Goes right in the litter box. Pees, poops, the whole 9.
How big is the bunny?
They are super, super cute, I'm telling you.
Yeah, they really are. How big is the what? Bunny?
Yeah.
She's about 5 pounds.
Oh, that's small, right?
You think? I don't know. She looks like a little meatloaf. I don't know.
Little meatloaf. And how old's your daughter?
My daughter is now 19.
And does she take care of the bunny?
He takes care of her, and like I said, she stays in her room. So this bunny really hit the jackpot.
Yeah. Now, but what about the smell? Is there a smell in the bunny cage?
No, she's not in a cage. We don't have a cage for her. She has the entire room, but we keep the window cracked, and you sweep and you vacuum and stuff like that. It's the hay really that smells, not the bunny.
Yeah, the hay. And you got where do you live? Where do you get the hay?
Oh, you get it at the pet store.
Yeah, and you have a Tractor Supply by you?
Yeah, we live in Manalapan, so there's a lot of that stuff.
Very good. All right. Thanks, Christine. Appreciate the call.
Every time you mention that store, it cracks me up because remember the day you spent the day at the Tractor Supply store and you were like, Michelle, if you have a free Saturday, you got to spend hours roaming the Tractor Supply store.
Have you been?
I haven't been there, but every time I pass one, I'm like, I got to go. I got to get myself a cup of coffee and roam Tractor Supply store.
Couple of things. The people in there, so friendly, it's ridiculous. And not a phony friendly, just friendly. The stuff they have, you can find a truck part to a kid's toy, to a boot, to a scarf.
All right. That's quite the variety.
Animal feed, hay, a shirt.
So it's not weird if I don't have any animals that I'm walking around the Tractor Supply store?
No, or a tractor. You don't need to be a farmer or have a tractor or anything. That store is amazing. Who's in the newsroom? Jen, is that you?
Is it so dark in there you can't see it?
It's me.
Have you ever been at... No, Jen's a city girl.
I'm going to say no. She's never been there.
Ever been in a Tractor Supply store?
No.
No, it's like she's
Jen
insulted.
wants you to spend the Saturday there.
No.
hours.
I've sat on a tractor. Does that count?
Do you have pictures? That would be probably a cute
no.
photo. So we're talking about the exotic animals that you may have in your house or your neighborhood. There was a ram on the loose in Mount Laurel. Thankfully, it's been captured.
It has been.
1-800-283-101.5. It's 10:30.
Now the latest.
Say a ram bumped into your shoulder, and it's been hurting ever since the ram rammed your shoulder. Not unusual in New Jersey, especially in Mount Laurel. It's overrun with rams. Actually, there was one on the loose. They found it this morning. The population is well.
All is
Everybody's-
good.
Yeah. So you have unusual animals in your neighborhood or maybe in your yard? Chickens, rabbits, goats, rams, donkeys? I'd like a donkey.
Really? That would
Yeah.
be something that you would want in your backyard, a donkey?
Yeah, purely. They're good animals. They're nice animals. They're strong. If you need something moved, they can, help you with that.
Yeah, very strong.
But it's a nostalgic. My grandmother had donkeys.
She did?
Yeah,
I didn't know this.
in Italy, in Calabria.
How many donkeys did she have?
A few, because she had 5 sisters, and in the summer they would walk with the donkeys from San Marco Argentano to the coast, which was about 23 miles. And they would walk with the donkeys and take their, stuff with them and camp out on the beach with the donkeys and her sisters.
So are you going to walk from your house to, say, Ocean City with the donkey and camp out at the Jersey Shore?
In homage to my grandmother. No, I don't know. It's weird. I feel when I would hear that story, she told the story a few times, of course, as grandparents do.
You with this donkey. Okay, this is going to last like one day.
I know.
And you're going to be like, someone please come and pick up
I'll
this
be
donkey.
calling up Tractor Supply. Go, listen, you take donkeys? I'll take a lawnmower for a donkey. All right. So what animals do you have in your neighborhood, in your yard? Garrett is in Asbury Park. Hey, Garrett.
Hello, Dennis and Michelle. Happy Friday to you both. Hope you're well.
We are well, thank you. There are no exotic animals in Asbury Park, are there?
Well, there was a red fox the other day, just about a half a block from where I live.
Really?
And, oh, yeah.
Now, you're a lifelong Asbury Park resident, correct?
That's correct.
Have you didn't see that growing up, right?
No, never. In fact, we never saw deer in our neighborhoods. I've seen deer now in the neighborhoods late at night when I'm coming in.
What do you think caused that?
We're clearing their land. We're clearing all this land for redevelopment, and it's chasing them out of their natural habitat.
Yeah, because I remember Judy, who lived in Long Branch, said never, ever see deer, and now they're up there.
We have them on the beach. They come on the beach sometimes.
And it's wanted to lead me into another topic, which is in my neighborhood, in my town, in our area where Michelle and I live. They're building apartment complexes and townhomes left and right. It's crazy, and warehouses to boot. Now, in Asbury Park, they went through a redevelopment phase a few years ago. Is it still going on?
Oh, it's still going. Yeah, it's going strong.
Is that good? Do you like that?
Well, at one time, Dennis, we had tons of ratables in Asbury Park.
Right.
And at one point in time, those ratables disappeared because of dilapidation or whatever the issue may be.
Right.
But now it's resurging to where the development is back. So you need ratables to offset the tax base.
By ratables, you mean hotels, businesses?
Hotels, businesses, apartments, housing, anything that's going to be put on the tax roll.
Right.
So you need that. But as far as the animals are concerned, we're clearing their land. We're taking away their natural habitat. And that's why they're moving into our neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Bottom line, it's true, and very few people hunt anymore.
Yeah.
Around here,
You have all these fanatics and activists against it.
right?
Most of the guys I know that hunt, they hunt and they eat the meat.
Yeah, all my friends too. All right, thank you very much, Garrett.
Talk to you soon.
Take
Be well.
Yeah, you
Bye,
too.
Garrett.
Thank you. Let's talk to Mike. Mike? Oh, he's on the other line. All right. Animals in your neighborhood. There was a ram captured in Mount Laurel this morning that was on the loose. Where did that come from? There are a couple farms
I don't
out
know.
there, right?
I don't know where that came from. And yeah, it wouldn't be abnormal. I mean, there are farms in my area, but I don't think people just have like a pet ram like you think. Or like a pet goat.
Well,
if you're just living in a normal house in New Jersey.
I know that they have chickens in a normal suburban house, but a ram, there's some properties in Mount Laurel that have some acreage.
I remember when I was younger, there was somebody in my neighborhood who had a pet ferret, and would walk it like on a leash, like had like a...
That's weird.
And they're not big. I mean, they're like, somehow she was able to get a leash on this thing and would walk the pet ferret all around town.
This is a girl you grew up with?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you know her whereabouts now?
I don't know.
Because I wonder if that person grew up to be a strange adult.
If you grew up with a pet ferret, like how common are those?
Did she have
How
a
many
lot
people
of?
grew up with them?
Did you know her?
I didn't really know her that well.
Did she have friends? I don't know. It seems like the girl walking a ferret down the street probably doesn't have a lot of friends. I don't know. I feel bad.
I don't know. I'm sure she did have a lot of friends. I don't know, but I just remember she would go for a walk with her pet ferret.
You're making it up.
I am not making that up. Who would even make that up? How would you even get that? Pull that out of where?
Mike in Bayonne. Hi, Mike.
Hi. Good morning, Dennis and Judy.
Hi. It's Michelle today.
I love your show. I watch it. I listen to it every day.
Oh, thank you.
I'm addicted. I have to tell you, I moved into my house in 1994, and it was snowy, and I walked out a few days later, going down the staircase, and I looked over across the street, and there was a moose.
What? Where?
Standing on the corner.
Where? No, what town?
Bayonne, New Jersey. On the corner of 4th Street and Avenue C by the bank in a residential neighborhood. And I said, I don't think I'm drunk. So I looked again, and it was a moose. So I called the police, and they came down. At first, they didn't even believe me. They started laughing. And I said, no, it's a moose. And he had like this full rack. He was huge. And sure enough, when they came down, they had to call a game warden from the state. And it took them a couple of hours to get here with a trailer. It turned out that he came down through the old Appalachian Trail through Jersey City and Bayonne.
Oh, so it made it here on its own.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Nobody had, dropped it off or forgot it somewhere. It came from Vermont or Maine through the Appalachian Trail.
Well, they said he came down through South Orange. That was their guess on it.
Right, but
through South Mountain and that particular area. But he made it to Bayonne. How, I don't know, other than he swam across Newark Bay to get here.
No, the Appalachian Trail cuts across the northwest corner of the state. So he had to come through Sussex and Warren to get to Bayonne.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he made it.
What year was it, 94?
1994.
And then what did they do? They brought him back?
Yes, they tranquilized him, and they herded him into the trailer, and they took him away.
Did he have a squirrel with him?
I wish.
All right. Very good. Mike, thank you. Great story. Appreciate the call.
A moose in New Jersey. Like, come on, that's crazy.
Bullwinkle and what was the squirrel's name?
I don't remember. I know. I don't remember the squirrel.
You remember that he had a squirrel?
Oh, yeah, of course. That's why I thought it was funny.
What's the squirrel's
but
name?
I don't remember the squirrel's name.
I looked up Moon Unit Zappa. She's cute, and she's a handsome woman. She's a good-looking woman. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, Moon Unit.
Okay.
Because he...
Is that what you were researching over there? I saw you typing away. Doing prep for the show. Okay.
All right, 10:40. Previous caller said he had a crush on Moon Unit Zappa. So I had to find out what that was all about. All right, 10:44. Fast traffic in your call. Come on. It's Dennis and Judy show. Michelle Palenza is filling in today. Hi, Michelle.
Hello there, Dennis.
The weekend is coming up, right?
Yeah.
You're not a big.
It is Friday.
You've got 3 kids. You're not a big partier anymore. But a lot of people. I was across the hall talking to the folks at PST, and one of the young ladies is going to like a pool party in Atlantic City.
A pool party in Atlantic City?
Yeah, they have the indoor like pool.
Oh yeah, where at Harris?
Either Harris or the Water Club, one of those.
Okay.
He's got to wear a bikini, the whole thing, and there'll be a lot of drinking, I'm sure. The Sami people of northern Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Russia are said to have more than 300 words for snow. The Brits have 546 expressions for drunkenness.
Okay.
The Brits, 546 expressions for drunkenness.
What are some of the expressions? Do you have them?
Sloshed, stewed, wrecked, hammered, blattered, plastered, mullered, pickled, bevied, rubbered, tanked, and cockeyed.
Cockeyed.
Also zombied, blutered, trolleyed, rat-arsed, wankered.
Wait, so I can say I got blutered over the weekend?
Yes. Okay. 11% of households, this is today's question. I don't know if you've seen this.
Okay.
11% of American households have these under their beds.
These under their bed.
11% of American households.
Have these under their bed. I was going to say shoes. But
I almost killed a man that I shared an apartment with for doing this.
And it's not shoes?
I don't know.
Or they keep their
them.
shoes under?
We
under
almost
their bed?
came to blows.
Wait, why would you kill somebody? All right, so it's gross then, obviously. Or
Yes. We shared, it was 3 separate rooms with bathrooms, and we had a shared kitchen. And it was one.
Oh, I know what it is.
What is it?
You just said kitchen. I bet you people have like cups and plates and dishes underneath their bed.
Dirty dishes.
Ew, 11%?
His name was Brad, and there was something wrong with him. And he almost had multiple things wrong with him. After I said, I can't find a pan or a dish to. What?
Did you have to like chisel it off? Like, was it like glued to the plate?
I said, bring them in, wash them, and it'd be done in an hour because I got to eat.
Ew, that is so disgusting. Yeah, you would have to soak that for a good hour before I even ate anything off of that plate.
And I had just moved in. He wanted to take me fishing in the lake behind the house. We never went fishing together.
Well, I will say this. When I do go in the basement, which is not often, when I go into the basement, it's not under their bed, but it's unbelievable how many bowls and cups and plates are down there that my kids just eat and leave them in the basement. I'm like, here, half of my plates are down here in the basement. It's disgusting with mold all over it.
Liam wants to make a comment on the animals. Liam, hi. I got about 30 seconds. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, yeah. Hi. When Woody Allen used to do stand-up, he did a bit called I Shot a Moose.
Okay.
Yeah, you can probably find it on YouTube or something like that.
All right.
Hilarious.
Well, I shot a moose. I don't know where the moose came from.
I've never heard you do that before.
Thank you. All right, Liam, thanks.
I've never heard that from you.
I'm full of surprises.
That was good.
Full of surprises. All right. Thank you, Liam, for the call. Listen, did you know that even if your drains don't seem to be clogged, there could still be a major threat in the main line right under your home? My friends at Guaranteed Service, the premier plumbing, electrical, and HVAC company in New Jersey, have all the tools and expertise to keep your sewer clean and running smoothly. Guaranteed Service will inspect your main line with a camera for only $77. You'll have complete peace of mind that your drains are flowing and there won't be any surprises. Call 1-800-GUARANTEED or go online at guaranteedservice.com. Bet Parks Casino and Sportsbook app, New Jersey. Chime time is 11:09. It's the Dennis and Judy Show. I'm Dennis Malloy.
Hello, I'm Michelle Palenza, filling in for Judy. She's back with you Monday morning.
Thanks, Michelle.
Anytime, Dennis. It's a pleasure to be here.
So you're a busy mom, right?
Yeah, running around.
You got a basketball tournament this weekend, a wrestling match or two, and
a lot going on. Driving all around town.
Right. So have you ever been pulled over recently?
I have not been pulled over recently in my town. My husband, we were pulled over when we were driving to Canada recently, but that was my husband driving.
Right. Up in Vermont, wasn't it? Or New York State?
It was New York State.
Yeah.
That's when we got the ticket and we had to plead guilty and we didn't know how much the ticket was going to cost.
Right.
Like they made us plead guilty before we even knew how much it was going to be.
Well, you always went for those bad boys. He's a bad boy right there.
But there was no way I was going to drive all the way up 6 hours to where we got the ticket and fight it. I mean, we were guilty. We were definitely speeding. And they did not give us a ticket for speeding. They gave us a ticket for not putting our lights on when we pulled over when the cop lit us up.
Oh. Well, you went for those bad boys. Let's see.
Apparently I did, Dennis.
Helen. What a great guy. This is happening next week. New Jersey cops could pull you over in Monmouth County. And that would be next Wednesday. Wednesday afternoon, 3 to 7 p.m. Now, that wasn't this past Wednesday, was it? Was it this coming Wednesday? This was published on... several Monmouth County towns are participating in a traffic enforcement detail focused on distracted driving Wednesday afternoon. What's the date today?
What's today?
Today's the 23rd. So
Today's the 23rd.
This might have been this past Wednesday.
Oh.
Authorities are targeting impaired driving, speeding, and distracted driving. Our intent through this highly visible approach is to prevent traffic fatalities, injuries, and crashes as part of the department's Goal Zero initiative. Each department's post read. No specific highway was mentioned. All the towns are located along Route 34, which has seen an increase in crashes, according to law enforcement sources based in Monmouth County. All right. So they're looking for distracted driving, and they had a special task force in a bunch of towns in Monmouth County. Aberdeen, Cold Snack, Homedale, Howell, Marlborough, Matawan, and Wall. And I think it was this past Wednesday. And do you think that's for safety or is it for collecting money?
Oh, well. If you're the one being pulled over, you're like, ugh, now they just want my money.
I support the police. I fully support the police. I think they're necessary and they're guys. By the way, shout out to East Brunswick Police Department who caught a few knuckleheads robbing cars, burglarizing cars, and they chased one guy. He went into a pond.
Jeez.
And they had to pull him out before he drowned. So shout
goodness.
out to the East Brunswick Police Department and all police departments who risk their lives to catch these idiots, and there seem to be more scumbag idiots out there. But when it comes to these routine patrols or checkpoints or whatever, is it really for safety or is it for the money?
Well, you just hope it's like, okay, we'll give you a warning. We'll give you a nice warning and don't do this again and you could be on your way.
Well, Kyle got pulled over a couple days ago, not last night, but the night before, going bowling. Going bowling.
We got to talk about that at some point today.
What, bowling?
Going bowling. Like,
all
right, continue.
So, and
we'll talk about it off the air, what we're going to talk about.
And he was way over the speed limit, but they gave him a warning. And it was in his town. Yeah.
I didn't know he got a warning. I thought he got a ticket.
No, I got a warning. So when was the last time you got pulled over and were you treated fairly? And I think lately, cops have been going easy on people, especially people like, you see people driving around, they do a few miles over the speed limit, or they look down at a text and they get pulled over, you get a warning. Because I think cops are realizing, or maybe departments are realizing, There's a lot of evil things going on in the world. People are robbing catalytic converters and stealing cars and breaking into the country and forming gangs and selling fentanyl. And, if somebody's doing a few miles over the speed limit or checking their text, do you really need to take, $100 from them?
Can I just tell you, though, real quick about distracted driving?
I'll give the phone number, 1-800-283-1015. When's the last time you got pulled over? And these special...
And it doesn't have to just be for distracted driving, even though that was specific to
this checkpoint
Monmouth County, that checkpoint.
And if you think this whole checking up on distracted driving is a good thing, a necessary thing for safety, or they just want your money?
Are you seeing a lot of people driving around texting and on their phone? Yeah, same.
I was pulling into... I was trying to squeeze into the right lane to get to an exit ramp yesterday or the day before. And I looked at the car next to me. I'm going to pull in front of this guy as I'm passing him. He's looking down at his phone. I go, okay, if I pull in front of him to get onto the exit ramp, will he see me pulling in? He's looking down at his phone. So I gave him a beep, beep.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, sometimes you have to. Because it happened to me recently where somebody was on her phone looking down. She had like 3 kids in her car, looking down, was not paying the least bit of attention to anyone around her. And I didn't beep, but she came very, very close. Like we almost got into like a pretty bad accident. We did not. But it was, I'm like, are you kidding me? Like you're obviously looking down on your phone.
It's epidemic.
I was so angry at her. Yeah. I'm like, what are you doing?
Well, I'll admit, I've done it. But it's,
and I'm not saying I'm innocent. Like I'm not saying people don't do it.
It's epidemic right now.
But it's like people are, for all the things we have in our car where we could just connect to the car and talk on the phone that way, people are still looking down and looking at that phone.
John's in the Parkway. Hi, John.
Hi, Dennis and Michelle. Nice to talk to you.
You too.
Same here.
I'm a truck driver. I'm on the Parkway now heading by AC. I go to Maryland once a week on Thursdays, and I never got pulled over in Maryland, but you know the route, the highway Route 50 or 301?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the other day I get lit up, right? 66, Dennis, in a 55. I was like, oh, my God, because I'm so used to driving in Jersey.
Right.
I didn't think that was fast. So pulls me over, $90 ticket, 2 points. But thank goodness I had my family gold card. One of my family members is a cop up north Jersey. And the cop in Maryland was actually pretty decent.
He honored it, huh?
He honored it. I was happy because I didn't want to show my boss that ticket.
No.
But 11 miles over the speed limit, Dennis. What do we do out here on the turnpike in the Parkway?
85.
30, 20.
Yeah.
I know.
Wow.
But it kind of taught me a nice little lesson, and I'm glad they're starting to break down a little bit, get a little stricter in Jersey because everybody's out of control,
I kind of agree. I never thought I would be in this position to say that, but I kind of agree. It's getting out of hand. All right, John, thank you.
What, just like speeding and distracted drivers you're noticing?
All breaking of laws. And if it has to start at the traffic level, as long as the East Brunswick cops are jumping into ponds to grab thieves, then okay, pull me over if I'm doing over the speed limit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If they're ignoring the creeps that are looting and robbing and breaking into the country and breaking into houses, and you're pulling me over, that's pissing me off. But if you're jumping into ponds after creeps and you're pulling me over, I get it.
This is a new Dennis.
Well, if you turn on the news.
No, I know, not that.
Yeah, I know, no.
But I'm saying just the driving, because I remember for years when your son would get pulled over all the time in your town, you would talk about that.
But yeah, it's if you're going to stand for law and order, then you got to stick by it all the way. And what's happening in the world today, the fact that we let in 10 million people, many of whom are gang members and killers and former prisoners, and it's. They're everywhere. They're not on the Texas border anymore. They're everywhere. 1-800-283-101.5 is the phone number. When's the last time you got pulled over? There's a special unit in Monmouth County on Wednesday that was pulling people over for distracted driving and such. And you're seeing a lot more of that. I know I am. 1-800-283-101.5, 1180. Dennis and Judy show. Michelle filling in today and doing a fabulous job, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much, Dennis.
Yeah.
By the way, that Monmouth traffic enforcement check stop or whatever, it happened already this past Wednesday.
I don't wonder if anybody got caught up in that. Like if you're on 34 in any of those towns that you notice, cops pulling people over left and right. Colts Neck, Aberdeen, Howell, Marlborough, Matawan, and Wall all participated this past Wednesday. When's the last time you were pulled over? And was it fair? 1-800-283-1015 is the phone number. Bill is calling from somewhere in the Garden State. Hi, Bill.
Hey, Dennis, Michelle, you guys are great. You're like a glass of orange juice this morning. I love you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Michelle's got a lot of pulp.
Shut up.
I got a quick story. Dennis, I agree with you totally. I support the police 100%. There aren't too many jobs where you leave your house in the morning and you're not 100% sure if you're going to get home at night. These guys are the best. But anyway, I've been pulled over a couple times. I carry a badge, and it's a friends and family badge from friends and family used to be in the Newark Police Department. But I got pulled over recently. It's kind of a funny story, and I had carried a badge right next to my license. When I open my wallet, when the officer is looking in the window, he sees the badge. So I open it up, and he looks at me. He goes, "Okay, what are you?" And he says, "What are you?" Because he said, everybody I pull over has something, a badge, a 200 club, a gold card, a business card, the mayor's card. He goes, it's unbelievable. And we had a good conversation. He let me go, obviously. But these guys see everything when they pull somebody over trying to get out of a ticket.
Yeah, and it's like you said, everybody's got some form of get-out-of-jail-free card.
Absolutely. And then just another quick story I had. I got pulled over during COVID near my house, and the officer walks up to the car, and I didn't have my mask on, and he didn't either. So as he starts to talk, I said, "Officer, do you mind if I put my mask on?" He goes, "We're not going to be that long. I know where you live. Slow down." And that was it.
Yeah, they were pulling a lot of people over during COVID, and there weren't a lot of
not a lot of people on the road.
No. All right, Bill. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate the call.
Do you have a PBA card?
Tyrone in Trenton hung up. Call me back, please. Yeah, I have. I'll show you.
Have you ever had to use it? Did it get you out of a ticket?
Only about a month ago.
Oh, got you out of a ticket?
Oh, yeah. Every time.
Who gave it to you?
Who gave me the card?
Oh, is that like hush hush? You don't tell people who gave you the card?
No, you can't.
Let me see. Oh, okay, yeah.
Listen. It's metal.
Wow.
Don't mess with me.
That's next level. Mine's not metal, but I wouldn't use it. I would feel so stupid.
Oh, you kidding me?
I don't know, because I'm not, related to a police officer.
Well, who gave it to you?
Don't worry about it. You didn't tell me who gave me yours.
Mine was
That's who I thought was the same person.
My cousin John.
Mine was my friend John.
All right,
I thought he gave you one too, so I thought we got it from the same person.
No,
but mine's not metal.
Yeah, that's the family card. Tyrone in Trenton. Hey, Tyrone.
Hey, Dennis. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. I just want to say I love you guys' show, Dennis and Judy. I know it's Michelle there today. How you doing, Michelle? How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you, Tyrone?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. And one more shout out to Boogie. He's my guy out South Philly. He's one of the reasons why I listen to you guys now.
Oh, wow. All right, cool. We love Boogie.
Yeah. Well, I got pulled over. I drive for a medical transportation company, and I got pulled over recently about 2 weeks ago.
And
And the officer was really nice to me, Dennis. They were very nice. Just like you said before, they're not really being too harassing with people. He was very nice to me. He was very nice.
Where'd you get pulled over? Was it state police or municipal?
It was municipal. It was Lawrenceville. It was right on Princeton Pike.
In Lawrenceville, okay, yeah. And he was nice. Warning, ticket, what'd you get?
He just gave me a warning. And told me to slow down a little bit.
I think that's the move today. A lot of warnings being given out, which is nice. I mean,
that is nice.
It makes you pay attention, and then you don't have to pay money to keep going on your way.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, Tyrone, thank you.
Wait, has it changed? After getting that warning, I have to ask you, did you slow down, or is it like you get that warning and one day of slowing down, but you're back to going above the speed limit, you know?
No, I slowed down. I did slow down. I did slow down. Yes, I did.
Another question.
Oh, my God, I'm so excited. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Be honest. Did you meet Boogie in the joint or you met him outside?
I've never met Boogie yet. I just heard of what you guys said.
Oh, okay, cool.
All
All right, thanks, Tyrone. Appreciate the call. I think he was in for 18 years.
Oh, really,
Yeah,
Boogie?
Yeah. Have you heard from him yet when you were here?
No, I don't think I've ever heard from Boogie.
Yeah, his name's
Maybe today will be the day.
Alonzo. Yeah, he's a great guy. All right, Alan in Jackson. Hi, Alan.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I love your show.
Thanks. You got pulled over down the shore? Where down the shore?
Once in Belmar, once in Wall. Well, a couple times in Belmar and once in Wall. They pulled me over for playing with my hair.
You have long hair?
Well, it wasn't that long, but I have a nervous habit. And they swore I was on my cell phone when I didn't even have a cell phone with me.
Wow, that's rare.
Wait.
He felt
That is
stupid.
very rare.
So he said, I'm pulling you. You know why I pulled you over? He said, no, sir. And he said, for being on your cell phone. You said, I don't have a cell phone.
That is correct.
And he said, well, what were
So
you
did
doing?
you get out of that?
Well, he felt stupid. He had to let me go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to say I would ride around with an eggplant up against my head.
Of course you would say that.
And then to get pulled over, no, it's an eggplant.
Oh, my
Because you can't have an
God.
electronic device in your hand, but you can have an eggplant in your hand. All right, Alan.
That's a good one.
You have nice.
Remember that.
You have nice curly hair, or what's the attraction there?
I have no idea. Maybe because I look young. I don't know. I'm 58 years old. Come on, man. Give me a break.
Why are you always playing with your hair?
A nervous condition. Always thinking. Always thinking.
All right, Alan. Thank you. Appreciate the call.
A lot of people have that where they have like a bald spot because they're pulling out their hair. They're always twirling it. A lot of people have that.
I'll tell the cop that next time I get pulled over.
Okay, try that.
See all this bald spot in my head? Wasn't on the cell phone. I was playing with my hair. All right, it's 11:30, New Jersey 101.5. Oh. Dennis and Judy Show. Michele filling in today, and we're talking about getting pulled over. They had a program this past Wednesday in Monmouth County on 34, going through a few towns, Aberdeen, Colts Neck, Holmdel, Howell, Marlboro, Matawan, and Wall, participating in this Wednesday afternoon little exercise and trying to make the roads safer there because there's been an increase in traffic fatalities and accidents on that stretch.
Looking for distracted drivers. You know where I'm seeing so many people distracted when you're at a light and the light turns green? Nobody goes on green anymore. It's like 5 seconds later, people go.
Let's make a bet. Michelle's a beeper or a non-beeper?
I'm a non-beeper,
Non-beeper.
but I'm like, go! I'm screaming.
They
in
don't
my
hear
car.
you. Beep the freaking horn.
Because you know what
I'm
it
3
is?
cars back. I have to beep the horn because you 3 people in front of me are afraid to use the horn.
That's not true. There are times where I have done it, but I'm not a lay on the horn type of person.
Okay.
I'm like a little beep beep.
That's fine. That sounds polite. It's like, excuse me, sir. The light turned.
Yeah, then they look up and I'm like, okay. Like I will do that. But my husband's truck, there is no beep beep. It's like a like you can never give somebody a warning. It's just so aggressive. His pickup truck, that horn, I'm telling you.
Doesn't
there's
matter.
No warning.
Aggressive, not aggressive. If somebody's not paying attention when the light turns green, it's New Jersey. We have to be somewhere. Go.
Right. I know.
Beep the
But
freaking
then
horn.
people will be so quick to beep at me, and I'm like, I'm not even on my phone. Just give me a second to
Oh, yeah.
collect myself and go.
I'm like waiting for that thing to turn green. I hit gas right away because I don't want the people behind me to start beeping.
And then I'm like, did he just beep at me? Are you kidding me? Like, I went as soon as it turned green.
It's not an insult. It's a horn.
I take it personally.
People do. Everybody does. Tom is in Manahawkin. Hi, Tom. Oh. Pulled over by a state trooper. All right, you be...
Hello.
Oh, there he is. I was going to be Tom for a minute. But.
Okay. Did you get the ticket or no?
Hi, Tom.
Hello.
Hi, Tom. Hello. Wow, this is weird.
Oh, this is weird.
All right,
what is
so
he doing?
I'll be Tom, and you ask me the question.
Well, did you get a ticket or no?
Well, I was pulled over by a state trooper.
So did you get a ticket?
No. I have a card from my brother-in-law Phil.
Oh, you think he's got the card from the brother-in-law?
Yeah. I was doing 80, but everybody else was doing 80. I don't know why he pulled me over.
All right, let's see. Tom, are you there?
We'll
never know.
One more hello. I love the hello. All right, hold on. We'll see what the hell is going on.
People are so distracted. Now they're distracted calling into the show.
Distracted being distracted. Kyle,
That's
see
what
what's
it is.
going on there if you could. Yeah. So when's the last time he got pulled over? It seems a lot more people are getting warnings than tickets these days. And I think the police departments have gotten a little, I don't want to say softer. I want to say easier on just regular commuters, because with all the S that's going on in the world, people get pretty frustrated when you see catalytic converters being stolen and cars being stolen and houses being broken into, and you're getting a $145 ticket.
Yeah, you just don't want the points. I was so happy. Like, we still got a ticket when we got pulled over recently, but it was for something way less than what we were going. We were going well above the speed limit. And we would have gotten a lot of points, and that scared me. So the fact that he gave us a ticket on something else, I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I think a lot more people are getting breaks these days, and I think it's good. Tom in Manahawkin is back. Hi, Tom.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. What happened with the state
I don't
trooper?
know. I'm saying hello, and we just didn't go through. So.
Yeah, but with the state trooper, what happened? You got pulled over by a trooper.
Okay, I was upstate New York, and I got pulled over in a 35 doing 47. And as soon as the cop came up to the car, I said, "You caught me not paying attention." I said, "I know the speed limit here, and, I just messed up." So he started asking me for all my credentials. He said, "How's your driving record?" And he goes back to the car, and he comes back, and he says, "Well, listen, I'm going to write you for this amount of speed, which is a threshold for the judge to allow you to appeal it to where you have to send in your driving pendium to see what your record looks like." I said, okay. So he tells me the process. I go to motor vehicle, get my driving pendium, and send it in to him. It turns out that I didn't have a ticket for over 30 years, and they downgraded the ticket to a parking ticket. From a speeding ticket to a parking ticket, I didn't get any points, and the fine was much lower.
That was weird that you're driving pendium. I've never heard of such a thing. I've never heard of such a process. But also, and I'm glad you got out of it, Tom, and it's very good, and you went through the whole steps of it. But they lied. You weren't parked anywhere in upstate New York. You were driving through. It's it's a corruption that I guess benefits you, but
at that point, you don't ask questions. You're like, okay, I'll take this and be on my way. I understand what you're saying, though.
Just let the cop use his discretion and go, listen, I'm not from around here. Just slow down. See ya. But instead, you got to go to the whole jumping through hoops, and then they're lying by saying you parked wrong. Crazy. All right, Tom, thank you. Good story.
You were totally off, though, by the way.
What?
He did not use a PBA card. He doesn't have an uncle.
Oh, yeah.
That's a police officer.
Michele, I was just killing time.
Totally off. Usually you nail it, but not that time. I had to point it out to you.
And when they say, how's your driving record? What if you go, it's horrible. I get tickets. Are they going to go easy on you, or are they going to go
I feel
hard?
like you got to be honest. I mean, you got to give an honest answer.
How's your driving record? I don't know.
Why are you asking me? I don't want to answer this
If I say it's bad, are you going to give me a break because you feel sorry for me, or are you going to give me another one?
No, you're like, it's okay. I drive a lot. I'm always in the car. I'm always going.
I always say it's
I'm always
good.
driving.
It's good. All right, so this guy can spare a few points. He could take a few hits. I'll give him a few points if I say it's good.
Oh.
Right? Or if I say it's horrible, then I don't know. Why are you asking me? Look it up on your computer.
Well, you can't lie. I mean, at that point, you just have to be honest. So whatever it is, you say it is.
It's swell. And he goes back and looks on his computer, and you got 12 points.
What's this guy talking about?
Dawn and Debbie, hang on. We'll talk to you next. 11:44, fast traffic, and your call. Time to be bold and get cold. Join New Jersey 101.5's Big Joe Henry and Special Olympics New Jersey for the Seaside Polar Bear Plunge. Jump in the ocean with thousands freezing for a reason. This Saturday, February 24th. All the details are on our free app. and NJ1015.com. The Seaside Polar Bear Plunge with Big Joe and Special Olympics. NJ. Only from New Jersey 101.5. I've never been. I feel bad. I should go to. What's the matter?
I know I wasn't able to hear you. Now I can. All good.
All right. I don't know what that was about.
I don't know. Technology today, Dennis. I don't know.
So when's the last time he got pulled over? And have the cops gone easier on traffic stops lately? Because they realize there's a whole bunch of crime going on, and why punish poor Michele by robbing $150 from her when she's just trying to get home to her children?
It was Kyle who recently got pulled over.
Right.
Trying to go bowling, and he just got a warning. But a lot of people calling in today. Same thing.
Warning.
Just the warning.
Warning. Dawn is in Eatontown. Hi, Dawn.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm okay. Okay, so this was a few years ago in Morris Plains on Route 10 in the evening. I was with my boyfriend, and he's black. And so I was dropping my friend off, and we're on Route 10 getting ready to go to Smashburger, and all of a sudden I get pulled over. Pull over, cop gets out, walks up to the window, license, registration, and I'm like, can you tell me when I got pulled over? And he just ignored that and just sent another officer over to my boyfriend's window and said, hey, how you doing? And my boyfriend's like, I'm good, how are you? And the cop goes, you look like you smoke marijuana. Do you smoke marijuana?
To you?
And he to my boyfriend.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And he just starts harassing us. And he's like, nope, I don't smoke marijuana. And he's like, if we search your car, are we going to find marijuana in the car? And I was like, no, we don't smoke. And I'm like, why did you pull me over? And he just kept ignoring that and just got us out of the car, separated us, started questioning us, asked if he could search the car. And, I was nervous at this point, and I didn't want it to escalate. So I said, yeah, sure. So they kept us for over an hour, questioning us, harassing us, and, things like that. And when the cop asked my boyfriend, are we going to find marijuana in the car if we search it? And my boyfriend said, if you do, then you put it there.
Right. Well, how many years ago was this?
Yeah,
Dawn?
that's what I want to know.
This was about 4 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, in Morris Plains. And he asked me, where I was coming from. I said, I just dropped my friend off. He's like, what's your friend's name? And where did you go that day? What did you do?
Why all the questioning? And why that, you look like you smoke marijuana?
Yeah, it was total harassment. And in the end, he gave me a ticket for the plate around my license plate. He's like, oh, it's covering part of the New Jersey word. I'm going to give you a ticket. That's why I pulled you over.
That's disturbing. I hope that kind of stuff doesn't go on anymore. But did you ever make a complaint or anything?
No, I didn't. I should have, though.
Yeah, I mean, the way you're describing it doesn't sound right. Dawn, thank you. Appreciate the call to New Jersey 101.5. And to me, that's the kind of stuff that would happen with my kids when they were teenagers. And it unnecessary. And a couple of moms went down, including his mom, went down and complained to the chief. Like, oh, well, we've got to make sure kids are safe. Kids don't always tell you the truth. They don't smoke pot. They don't smoke anything.
Was it the same thing with marijuana?
Yeah.
It was the same thing.
I smell marijuana. This one got Shamrock Shakes at McDonald's at 1:30 in the morning or whatever it was. And I was hoping that kind of harassment doesn't happen anymore. Maybe it still does. I hope not. Debbie is in Whiting. You got pulled over in the Parkway, Deb?
Yeah, I hope everything's good for you guys. I love Michelle's voice on the phone, on the radio.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, in person it's annoying, but on the radio, it's all right.
Anyway, we were on the Parkway, by Hinton Falls or whatever the heck you call it, 117, and we had a red sticker in our window because we had to get something fixed on the car that failed with inspection. Mm-hmm. So we had to wait for the part, yada, yada, yada. We just get it fixed, and it was past the time that you had to get it fixed. But it was because they had to order the part, and it took up almost a month.
Well, did he accept that explanation, or did he give you a ticket?
We gave us a ticket. We were doing 82. We had our dog, a little dog, on my lap in his car seat and everything. Everybody was passing us up. He passed us, and then he saw the red sticker, and then he backed up, and then went behind us.
All right, Deb, thank you. Stay safe out there. Appreciate the call to New Jersey 101.5. We got stuff to give away next hour. We got lottery tickets. Michelle's going to be quizzing me, so I'll be sharpening my skills.
Hint, hint. Whenever Dennis says, take that to the bank, you know he's right. You know he's positive. You know he's confident with his
And
answer.
if I don't say that, I have no idea what I'm saying. Listen, if you're feeling old lately, you got pains when you get up in the morning, you don't have to accept that. You don't need to accept the pain. Go see my friends at Trinity Rehab. They're unlike any place you've ever tried. No prescription needed to get started. Same-day appointments, fast results. They fix the pain instead of masking it. They've done wonders with my shoulder and my back. They're just great people. They know the human body better than anybody. Call them today. Tell them Dennis sent you. 800-518-0977 or go to trinity-rehab.com. And listen, now they're in network with Aetna, but also Trinity is now fully in network with Blue Cross Blue Shield. Call today for your same-day appointment. It's never been easier to go to physical therapy. Dozens of locations in New Jersey and PA, like Somerville, Howell, Wall, Piscataway, Summers Point, and backed by popular demand, their Wyckoff location just reopened in the Boulder Run Mall. So you know there's got to be one near you, and there is. For more details, visit trinity-rehab.com. Parks Casino and Sportsbook, New Jersey. Chime time, 12:09. It's the Dennis and Judy Show. I'm Dennis Malloy.
I'm Michelle Palenza, filling in for Judy today. Hello.
Hello, Michelle.
Hello there, Dennis. It's game time. We're giving away a good prize.
Are we?
Yeah, we are.
We are.
I would want this prize.
10 winners will win 10 winners will win $20 worth of New Jersey lottery scratch-off tickets.
That's fun.
You ever won big on a scratch-off?
No, but I know somebody who won $250,000 on a scratch-off.
Wow.
Like a $5 scratch-off or something. Not like a $20 one. And won $250. $1,000.
Yeah, I watched that TV show, My Lottery Dream Home.
Yeah.
You ever see that on HGTV?
Yeah, no, I've seen it, yeah.
And some people have won $1 million on a scratch-off or $500,000.
And some people, they win, and then a month later, they win again. I'm like, I've never won in my entire life. I'll play a scratch. I'll do a scratch-off ticket. I win nothing.
But that Lottery Dream Home, they're like, yeah, we won $2 million on the scratch, whatever, in the Maryland Lotto. We're looking, so where are you looking? We're looking in the 250 to 275 range.
Yeah, but think about it. By the time taxes are taken out of it, if you collect it all at once, I mean, how much are you really getting?
They're looking for average homes. I guess they couldn't afford a home before. God bless them.
No, but what do you mean? Because you think they won so much money?
You won the lottery. You're looking for a home in, in Delran.
Yeah, but if you win $1 million.
You're looking for a home in Tenby Chase?
But how much are you really getting with $1 million winning?
Probably $500,000.
Right. So then you buy a home that's $300,000, and then you have the rest.
All right. Yeah, it makes sense.
See,
I don't know.
that's why it's good that you don't win, because then you're going to buy $1 million home. You're not going to be able to have it. You're not going to be able to afford it, and your money's going to be gone in 1 year.
Yeah, that's me, Michelle.
And then you'll be on the show. I used to be a millionaire.
Right. Those are sad stories. People won,
Oh, they are.
And then they blew it all.
Yeah, no, those are really, really sad. But I guess if you're not around that money, none of who was raised with millions and millions and millions of dollars, and then all of a sudden one day they're like, "Here's all this money."
Right.
It's hard to adjust. I mean, it's hard to switch your lifestyle like that.
I would put all the money in trusts for my kids. Like they'd have to start a foundation of some kind to do good for society with the millions I would give them. Like if I won $300 million, they'd each got $50 million or whatever. But it'd be in a trust, and they'd have to run some sort of nonprofit or business that would be helpful to society.
So and they're still working. They're still doing something productive.
Right. And but they're comfortable. Now, for me, my portion, give myself a year to do whatever the F I want. And if I'm not dead in a year, then I'll go back to my normal life.
Really?
Yeah.
You would? I mean, you'd be in Italy and we'd never see or hear from you again.
Oh, I'd be in every country in the world.
I don't think a year you'd be like, okay, let's go back to work. I doubt
I would go back to work, but I'd get in trouble. I'd see how much trouble I can get into in a year. And then calm down. If I'm still alive, all right, I did that. No, it's you got to plan it out. If you win big money, you got to think about what you do with it. All right,
you know what you don't do? You don't tell anyone. If you win, you keep your mouth shut.
Call one guy.
You got one guy?
I got one guy, Chris. Call Chris, not my son.
Oh, okay.
He's an attorney. Chris, got good news and bad news. Good news is I won $300 million. Bad news is you're not getting much of it. But no, and I said, look, whatever we got to keep this quiet. What do we do?
You really trust Chris though? Like he's not going to run his mouth? All right.
No, he's an attorney. It's attorney-client privilege.
Okay, it's a lot of money. It's hard to keep that secret. If somebody told me they won $350 million, I would have a hard time not telling at least one other person.
Well, I don't even know how much of the family I would tell, because then the expectations change. But I suddenly become the most generous man in the family.
I hope your son is not listening right now while he's at work, because I know he does.
He is. He is listening. Greg, you would be, I'd tell you and the lawyer, Greg, don't worry. All right, Al is calling from Toms River. And hi, Al.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Good, you sound good.
Yeah.
You sound like a happy man. Are you a happy man?
Right now, yeah.
All right.
It's so hard to get into your station sometimes.
Well, you're in.
Yeah, I know.
And Michelle,
that's why he's happy.
You going to ask me true or false questions?
I'm going to give you multiple choice.
Okay, all right.
Okay, these are under the did you know category.
Did you know? Okay, good. General knowledge, I'm good at this.
Well, it's not really general knowledge. Like, it's just questions that, they're percentages, okay?
Okay.
So I'll throw a question out there, and what percentage of people
do this or don't do this or whatever.
Exactly.
Okay.
So these might not be super easy, but
all right. Well, I'm pretty good with, that
figuring stuff out.
Pop culture sort of thing.
All right, here we go.
All right, here we go. Here's the music. No?
Okay. This is the percentage of truck owners who have a name for their truck. Is it 15%, 30%, or 90%? Oh, we got Dennis Malloy thinking today.
I saw this. It's 15%. Take it to the bank, Al.
Oh, you're taking it to the bank?
Yeah.
So confident. Al, do you agree or disagree?
I say agree.
You are correct.
Smart man.
Dennis, you always get these right. Yes, 15% of truck owners have a name for their truck.
My friend has a truck. I wonder if... No, he doesn't have a name. He doesn't even have a name. No, he named his dog. But I doubt he has a name for his truck. All right, Al, hold on. We'll get all your info, okay?
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. That was good.
I thought he got it right. I didn't know you were going to get that right.
JB's in Eatontown. Hi, JB.
Hey, this is Michelle. How are we? Happy Friday. I'm glad I'm not an AT&T subscriber so I could make this call.
Wow. This guy's, he's
quick.
zooming. Ready?
Yeah. What else are you doing? Wait, JB, what are you doing this weekend? You got any fun plans?
Yeah, we usually go up to Pure Village and walk around because you can't get up there close to there in the summertime. So they do a lot of stuff. They have like horse carriages Valentine's Day weekend, and that's really done up nicely. So we get up there, the wife and I, and walk around, have a nice time.
That's nice. Yeah, Pure Village summertime is crazy.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you can't get close. So.
Yeah, well, that's cool. That's what a cool idea. Here's the question.
All right. What percentage of people turn down a wedding invitation because they can't afford it? Is it 40% of people, 75%, or 10%?
100's not an option?
Well, I'm going to go with 40% because, believe it or not, weddings have become so expensive.
Ridiculous.
And the gift you're expected to give is expensive. I'm going to go with 40%. I feel pretty confident with that, JB.
Yeah, I mean, if it's family, that's one thing. But, yeah, 40% sounds about right, Dennis.
You are correct.
Wow. All right, JB. Very good. Hold on.
And you can't get mad. I mean, if you
Have a
send
great
out an
weekend.
invitation and somebody turns it down because they can't afford it. I mean, like you said, weddings are so expensive.
I just got one to go to a friend of my daughter's and just going to the church. I'll give an envelope. I'll give an envelope to my daughter to give to her friend. It's not that I don't want to pay the thing. I don't really like weddings. I really don't.
I would love to go to a wedding right now.
Unless it's a close family member. I don't know.
That's what I want. I want a close family member to get married. I want to get dressed up, and I want to dance.
All right.
Oh, and drink.
My nephew got married last year in Collingswood at the Scottish Rite, whatever place that is. Beautiful place. Had a great time. It was great. Her family was great. Our family, it was nice. I enjoyed that. But if it's like a friend of a friend or a coworker, it's like,
No, I hear you. Like, you can't be in the center of the circle dancing away when you're like a friend of a friend of a friend.
Well,
and that's why you're invited to the wedding.
I could see Michelle going crazy at weddings.
If I got invited to a wedding right now, I would have the best time because I haven't been to one in years.
Is it wine or is it a liquor?
At a wedding, I would have to go wine.
Wine, okay.
Yeah,
What gets you crazier, wine or like vodka?
Vodka. We don't want that. That's going to be a wild night. We can't do at a wedding.
Oh, man. All right. Andrew, Barry, Pam, hang on. More questions coming up. 12:09. It's the Dennis and Judy show, and we're giving away, and Michelle's in today for Judy. Judy will be back Monday. Michelle's asking me questions, and I'm giving the answers. You agree, disagree, and you win a $20 lottery, New Jersey Lottery scratch-off tickets. New Jersey Lottery, anything can happen in Jersey. We got to squeeze in 3 in this segment, Michelle.
Let's go. Let's go right to, where am I here on this? Oh, Barry.
No.
In South, no? Andrew?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Barry. You're next. Andrew in Old Bridge. You're on New Jersey 101.5.
Yes, thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right,
Here we go. What percentage of Americans say their dad taught them how to manage money? Would that be 30% of Americans, 60% of Americans, or 90% of Americans? 30, 60, or 90? Ooh, do we stump you? 30, 60, or 90?
I got it. My dad was very good with money, very frugal, but he didn't teach me.
My dad did. My dad taught me how to manage money. So I would be one of the people.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm going to go with 30%. I'm going to go with the lowest number, 30%, and I'm fairly confident that's it, 30%.
I don't know. He led by example, so I'm going to disagree.
All right.
Oh, no.
There's something about these games. Usually when Dennis gives an answer, I don't know how he does it, but he usually gets them right.
As a consolation prize, you'll receive $20 worth of lottery scratch-off tickets. How's that, Andrew?
Congratulations, Andrew.
Really good. Thank you. I've learned never to disagree with you.
Thank you. Well, if only the women in my life would learn the same thing, we'd all be very happy. All right. Hold on, Andrew. Appreciate the call.
Even when you lose, you win.
Yes.
Because you know what you didn't say? Take that to the bank.
Right. All right. Barry is in South River. You're on New Jersey 101.5. Hi, Barry.
Hello, Dennis and Michelle. How we doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Oh, by the way, my son, Greg, texted me from North Carolina listening. I said I'd call the lawyer and, then I maybe would tell Greg. Greg said, as long as I get a little more than the lawyer, my lips are sealed.
He would get more than the lawyer. Come on.
Oh, for sure. All right, Barry, ready with your question?
I'm ready.
All right.
The percentage of parents who say they're a stay-at-home parent. Is that 50% of parents are stay-at-home parents, 20%, or 2%?
I know it's low, and it's not 2%. That's super low, but it's low. A generation or two ago, it might have been closer to 50, but right now it's about 20%. I remember reading about this not too long ago. 20%.
I agree.
That is correct. Yeah,
Smart
20%
man.
of parents are stay-at-home parents. Yep.
You were kind of a stay-at-home parent for a while, right?
Yeah, for a while I worked part-time. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And kind of still are, but sort of maybe not really.
Well, my hours now, though, working
different.
mornings,
Yeah.
though. I'm home for the rest of the day.
Big-time stars, you know. All right, Barry, hold on. Hang on. We'll get all your information, you know.
But now my kids are older, though. They're at school.
Right. They don't need you.
I'm like, hello, I'm here. They're like up in their rooms. I'm like, who wants to hang out with me? Nobody wants to hang out.
Nobody. Louisa in Edison. Hi, Louisa.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, good afternoon now.
Yeah, sorry. Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you. What do you do for work, Louisa?
I work in accounting.
Oh, all right.
Collection specialist.
Collection specialist.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I collect debt.
Oh, have you ever broken a couple of kneecaps? Smashed some knuckles? No?
No, not yet.
Like medical debt, or like what kind of debt are we talking?
We company provides services, so it's more like collecting what we did for them.
You ever show up with like a metal pipe and slam it on the desk and say, "Hey, where's our money?" No.
No, I'm nice in collecting.
She sounds like a doll. She needs to bring you, Dennis.
Yeah,
you'll do that part.
If you have any trouble clients, give me a call, okay?
Yes, I will.
Here we go.
Okay.
A recent survey found 77% of people have a travel bucket list. But what percentage of people actually completed that bucket list? 3%, 10%, or 50%?
You're good with numbers, Louisa, and I'm going to say, because I have a bucket list too, and it's nowhere near complete, and I love to travel, so I'm going to go low and say 3%. I'm pretty confident. Only 3% of people with a travel bucket list have completed it.
Okay, I think I agree.
I think you're right.
Louisa, do you have a place on your travel bucket list?
Actually, I'm traveling to the Philippines, but
That's where were you born there?
Yeah, I was born in the Philippines, and I'm visiting my mom in April.
Oh,
nice.
Very
It's
nice.
going to be warm and sunny.
How are things over there these days?
It's getting really good. Now the president is the son of President Marcos.
Is he the guy that's like cracking down on drug dealers and cracking down on criminals?
No, he's not the one. That was the previous one, the Duterte president.
He's
gone.
He's gone. All right, but things are good.
Yeah, with the son of the former president Marcos.
Ferdinand Marcos, yeah.
Yeah, the junior.
Oh, very good. All right, thank you. Louisa, hold on, we'll get all your information. There's a guy in Uruguay.
Yeah.
No, not Uruguay, El Salvador. Cracking, he's putting people in jail, gang members and stuff, and he was the most dangerous country in the Western Hemisphere, and now it's one of the safest.
Oh, wow.
But, of course, they're calling him a dictator because he's hard on law enforcement. Anyway, I know you like to keep up with world leaders.
Well, no, I'm glad you gave me that bit of information.
All right.
I'm just trying to get my questions together. I was listening, but I'm trying to get my questions together for the second half of the hour.
More lottery tickets to give away. Don't go away. It's 12:30. Dennis and Judy Show. Michelle in today with some tough questions. Sort of lifestyle stuff and percentages, and I'm nailing it. I hope I can continue. What's that?
You've gotten every single one right, my friend.
Well, so we're giving away $20 worth of New Jersey Lottery scratch-off tickets. Our next caller is Pat from Mendham. I know a Pat from Mendham, and that would be Governor Christie's wife. You're not Governor Christie's wife, are you? Was her name Pat?
Yeah. Well, it's Mary Pat.
Mary Pat, that's right. You're just Pat.
Yeah, I wish I made her money.
Do you? Yeah, really. She's the one with the money.
Oh.
He's the one with
They
the.
live about a mile from me.
Oh, no. You ever bump into them at the ShopRite?
I saw him at a basketball game once. He had black sweats and a big bright orange sweatshirt on. He looked like a pumpkin.
Is there, Pat? We're having trouble
going
hearing
on
you.
with this phone?
Yeah, is there any way you can make it clearer so we can hear you better?
How about that?
Little bit. Okay, that's better. All right, here we go.
I shut my window. I'm actually on the New York State Thruway going up to Vermont for the weekend.
He had his window down on the freeway, calling into the station.
Well, I had mine down the other day talking to you on the phone because I was smoking a cigar.
Oh, I was wondering what was going on.
Yeah.
It wasn't that great. I couldn't really hear you either. All right.
Wasn't that great talking to you either? Huh?
That was a whole hour that I heard nothing you said.
So, Pat, were you smoking a cigar?
No, I'm not. It's
Okay.
just it's a beautiful day out.
All right, nice. All right.
Probably one of the last good weekends because it's going to get warm up here.
Good. Okay, here we go.
All right. The average person breaks the law how many times a year?
Ooh.
5 times a year, 50, or 21?
Now,
And that could be speeding. That could be like
Right.
all that stuff.
there's so many laws in this state, especially, that I'm going to go high. I'm going to go for 21 a year, and I think that's conservative. So take it to the bank, Pat, 21.
That's very conservative, but with your track record, Dennis, I'm going to have to agree with you.
Sounds like he doesn't want to agree with you, but I'm glad he did because he's right, Pat.
All right, Pat, enjoy. What are you doing up in upstate New York?
I'm going on my way to Vermont, going skiing.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Hold on.
Killington? Where are you going? Killington?
I lost him again.
Sugarbush? We'll never know.
No, where are you skiing?
Killington, Sugarbush, where are you skiing?
Mount Snow, southern Vermont.
Mount Snow. Nice. All right, cool.
I'll call in a couple of Mondays when I'm out in Utah.
Yeah, why not? Do that. He's a skier. That's a serious skier.
Utah, Vermont.
Are you a skier?
Used to ski. We used to go to Killington and all those areas up in Vermont. Now, if I go skiing, I'm going to the Poconos, but I haven't gone in a couple of years.
I mean, you must go fast downhill.
When I was a kid, I would fly down.
Well, you were
kids
an athlete.
fly down. Now I'm like scared to death. I'm like, like
Well, you got all that top weight pulling you down.
shut up. I would fly down.
What was that? I think it was big. I think it was Big Red. All right.
Jeez. Ay.
Come on. Let's go to Pam in Cape May.
Why does she go so fast? I just can't figure it out. What's underneath that jacket?
It says greased skis.
Oh my God.
Pam, hi.
Hi, how are you today?
We're good. How about yourself?
I'm good. On my way home.
How are things in lovely Cape May?
Pretty good.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Been gone all week. On my way home now.
Nice. All right.
Where were you?
Up in New York. I work up in New York 4 days a week, and then I come home on the weekend.
Well, and where are you from originally?
New York. Queens, New York.
You can't hear that?
I thought it was maybe New England. It sounded almost
okay.
New Englandish. Okay, here we go.
I love this question. How many muscles in the human body does it take to make a frown? Okay, think about it. A frown. 10, 42, or 100?
Whew. I think most people would guess 10. I know it's 42 muscles.
Agree or disagree?
More, but I'm going to agree.
People don't want to agree with you, but I love the fact that they do because you've gotten them all right.
The one guy that didn't. All right. Congratulations, Pam.
42. Doesn't that seem like a lot?
It
Thank you
does.
very much. Have a great day.
You too. Enjoy
too.
the weekend in Cape May. That's lovely.
Try to squeeze that in this weekend with a little fun fact. Did you know?
Oh, please.
No, you won't do that?
I don't
You
want to
don't
be that guy. It takes 42 muscles to produce a frown. How many for a smile? Probably less for a smile. So
Maybe last time. I only know the frown.
we have another Michelle on the line from Stockton. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Are you a longtime Stockton resident?
It's 2009.
What a lovely town, huh?
Yeah, it's beautiful
It
over
is.
here.
Nice. All right, here we go. This way, if you win the lottery, you can pay your property taxes up there.
That's true.
Here we go.
Have you gotten the other ones right, Michelle?
Yes, I have.
Oh, beautiful.
Ooh, maybe she doesn't even need your help, Dennis. All right. What percentage of women carry chocolate in their purse? Think about that, ladies.
100.
10%, 99%, or 20%? Seriously,
Yeah,
Dennis,
as much
what
as
percentage
women,
of people?
as much as women love chocolate, and most women do. I'm gonna, you guys are also very disciplined. I would go with 10%.
Agree or disagree?
Yes, I agree.
That's true. I mean, you can't carry chocolate in your purse in the summer here in Jersey.
Right.
I mean, it's going to melt.
You got so many other things in there.
But now, if you ask a woman, do they have like a mint or hard candy in their purse? I would go like 75% of women would say yes.
How about tissue, crumpled tissues? My mom, so all my mom had in her purse when I was a kid. It's all I knew. There was my nose was running, out comes a crumpled tissue. All right, Michelle, hold on, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Have
Bye,
a great
Michelle.
weekend. Oh, nice. All right, 12:44. Fast traffic in your call. Cuzzy. All right, a couple left here, Michelle. I like the questions you're coming up with.
I've done extensive research to get these questions, so I'm glad you like them.
Thank you for all your hard work.
Kidding. All right, I got them. I have two more ready to go.
Okay. Let's talk to Anthony in Forked River. Hello, Anthony.
Good afternoon, Dennis and Michelle. How are you?
Good. You know how many Anthonys we have calling here?
Is that the number one name?
Michael, I think is.
You think Michael's the number
But
one?
Anthony's a close second.
And that's my middle name.
Anthony Michael?
Yep.
Yep. All right, very good. So, Michelle, you got a question?
I do.
By the way, Anthony, what do you do for work?
I'm a retired police officer.
Oh, all right. Very good. Do you miss it?
Sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm still working in the. I'm inadvertently working in the public safety field still, but yeah, I'd like to go back.
Yeah, but things have turned so much for the worse in the last couple of years for cops.
They have. My son took the reins, so I have to worry about him now.
Yeah. Oh, geez. All right. All the best to him. Thank you for your service and thanking him as well. All right, Anthony, here we go. Got the music? Yeah, go.
Let's do this. All right, the average person, I'm not saying the average woman, I'm saying the average person has how many pairs of jeans? 5, 2, or 10?
I saw this the other day, and I thought to myself, I'm about right. And a couple don't fit you, and you go, I'll lose the weight, and I'll be back in those by summer.
Absolutely, you don't throw those away.
I'll go with 5. 5 is the
Agree
answer.
or disagree, Anthony?
I'm going to have to agree.
He's correct. But have you noticed, Dennis, nobody wants to agree with you this hour. I have to agree with them.
Anthony, come on.
I did. Come on.
You're good, Anthony. Yes, you are correct.
I love this guy. All right, Anthony, stay safe. Your son, too. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great weekend.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
Hold on.
5 pairs of jeans.
I got called the other night by relatives, said somebody's pounding on the front door. Is that you? Are you here? I said, no, I'm not there. I'm at home.
Oh, God.
Raced over in my car and jump out of the car with a flashlight, looking around the neighborhood. And I'm thinking, and I looked in the backyard. There was deer in her backyard. I called and I said, nobody's around the property because there's deer in your backyard and they would have scattered. So I'm doing like police work.
Oh, my God.
And I go up the
Stop
street and I go, you know, this is what it's like being a cop. I don't have a gun. I got a flashlight. And I'm trying to solve this thing. And I find a suspect walking along the street.
Was it a kid, like, playing a ding-dong ditch or something?
It was a man. It was a grown man pulling a wagon with a 9-year-old girl.
What were they? Oh, let me guess. Selling Girl Scout cookies.
At 7:30 at night on a Sunday. It's dark. What are you doing?
Listen, you got to make a sale. A sale's a sale. There's not much time left for the Girl Scout cookies.
Dark out. You're scaring people.
Oh, my goodness.
So are you selling Girl Scout cookies? Knocking door to door? Yeah. All right, good luck. Scared
Good
the ass. Scared
detective
the ass out of-
work.
Yeah. Anyway, Sean in Bridgewater.
Take him down to the station.
Hey, gonna have to turn around. Gonna have to cuff you.
Good afternoon.
Wow, look, Sean's ready to go.
Sean.
Okay, let's do this, Michelle.
There's no time for our jokes. All right, women think about grocery shopping how many times a day? This does not include myself. I'm not part of this group. 1 time a day, 5 times a day, or 10 times a day.
And men think of it every other day.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's a follow-up to the question. That is a follow-up to this statement here.
I saw it. It's 5 times a day.
Wait, did you see all of these? Like, how are you getting all these right?
I saw all of them.
You're such a jerk.
And I think of it, I'm more of a girl when it comes to it. I think of it a couple times a day at least. So 5 is the answer, Sean. Agree or disagree?
Agree.
Very good.
He's right. Because
you saw the answers.
I'm like, you are a genius, Dennis. You're so smart.
Sean, have a great weekend. Hold on, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, next hour, we'll be talking about something that's very near and dear to Michelle's heart. So pay attention and get involved because she's hoping you'll call and react to it because it's very dear to her. And it's important to her, so.
I'm trying to figure out what that is, but okay.
You know exactly.
We won't disappoint.
Listen, when you are ready to downsize and sell fast, you need to call Robert Dukansky, RE/MAX First Advantage. Lawrence and Tamara were ready to downsize from the Morristown home to move with her family. Choosing Rob Dukansky and his team for that job worked out big time. After only 12 days on the market and 26 showings, multiple offers rolled in, 5 in all, and that drove the price up to the tune of $56,000 over the list price. That went up for sale for $549 and ended up selling for $605. If you want to guarantee yourself a great experience when selling your home, check out Rob's Your Home Sold Guarantee program at robsellsnj.com. Robert Dukansky not only lists your home, but has the in-house marketing to drive hundreds of buyers to your home, creating demand and driving up the price. You need to call Rob Dukansky. That's the only person I would call if I need to sell my home for sure. 855-350-1015, 855-350-1015, or go online, robsellsnj.com, or just Google Rob Sells NJ and then start. BetParks Casino and Sportsbook app, New Jersey, Chime Time, 109. Dennis and Judy Show. I'm Dennis Malloy.
I'm Michelle Palenza, filling in for Judy today. She'll be back with you Monday morning.
We were talking off the air. We're not going to do an hour on this, but there's one person that everybody seems to love, and I can't stand. I'm sure she's a nice person, but whenever I see her in a movie or a series, I just fast forward through it, and that's Jennifer Coolidge.
I'm like so disappointed that you don't like her because I think she's so funny.
I just hate that person now. I know somebody like that, and I just can't. I can't.
Oh, well, if you know somebody like that, that would be annoying.
Like, go away.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're not dealing with her every single day,
and she's
funny
in the commercials. Where you're not my bodyguard. It's like it's just what a horrible personality. But she's,
I can see it in your face and hear it in your voice. How disgusted you are.
And White Lotus, I fast forward, and if I saw her face, I would fast forward right through that scene. I don't know.
How can you fast forward? She was like such a big part of that show.
I don't care. I couldn't watch it. And I'm sure there's a person that annoys everybody that much.
Oh, yeah, there definitely is. I'm trying to think who would that be for me. I have to think about that one.
And it's, I realize I go counter to what the rest of the world thinks because everybody loves her. I was that way with Tom Hanks for the longest time. Now I can tolerate him. But
what made you hate Tom Hanks?
Overrated. Just totally overrated.
Oh, all right.
But beloved now. And he did do a couple of movies 25, 30 years into his career that were like, pretty good.
You can't hate Woody. You can't hate somebody that was in Toy Story.
Okay.
Come on.
Well, he wasn't Woody. He was, whatever. So what do you like, Michelle? The dictionary story or the New Jersey town?
I like both of them. I like the dictionary and the Jersey topic. We could do dictionary. What, the word that people use that drives you crazy?
Yeah.
All right, we could do that.
Or the where'd you take someone if they were in New Jersey for the first time?
These are two good topics.
Right,
I don't know.
Let's do that.
The Jersey one?
Yeah. Where would you take someone to New Jersey if they were here for the first time? Like, when my daughter was living in Texas and she had a couple of friends come home with her a couple times.
Can I just raise my hand for a second before we get into this topic? The one word that is driving me crazy right now.
Oh, then let's do that topic.
No. We're going to do the New Jersey topic, but just I can't hear this word anymore.
Jennifer Coolidge?
No, but that's how I feel about this word.
Yeah.
And they say it like this, slay. If I hear that anymore, I'm going to scream.
Like one horse open?
And I tried, maybe because I tried to use the word and I got like looked at like I was like never to use that word again. So my daughter, I coach her little 10-year-old basketball team.
Yeah.
And every time during practice, one of the kids would make a foul shot.
Right.
They all would be like, slay. And I was like, what? Why are we saying slay? Like, to stop it. And so then I said it one time. Somebody made a foul shot and I was like, slay. And they were like, Coach Michele, don't ever say that again.
Oh, my God.
Ever.
You committed the absolute mortal sin of coachdom momdom.
My daughter was like, Michele, or Mom, that was so embarrassing. Don't ever say slay at practice ever again.
Did she come out of her room for like a week?
No, she was so mad at me. And all the girls were like, so not cool. So that word, I'm like, oh, every time I hear that word, it drives me crazy.
I love that story. You went for it. You
like you still think you're cool. Like as a parent, I still think I'm cool.
Yeah.
Like I'm a cool parent, but to my kids, I'm like such a dork. So annoying. I can't even take it.
Did you tell your sons that story?
Oh, they were like, Mom, why would you do that to her? Like, why would you embarrass her? Like they took her side.
Of course, you were wrong. Even I see that. Slay. Well,
yeah. Note to self, never to do that again.
Well,
all right, but
Michele hopes this topic slays because it's.
Now we're gonna do the Jersey topic.
Yeah.
I like it. Where in New Jersey would you take somebody from out of state?
Yeah, first place you take them.
All right, first place you take somebody. Oh, that's a good question.
Of course, 7 out of 10 people are going to say someplace at the Jersey Shore. So what we did with where would you take somebody who's in New Jersey for the first time? 1-800-283-1015. So
But what if it is summertime? You can't say Jersey Shore?
No. Say you can say Jersey Shore, whatever time of the year it is, but what would it? You say Jersey Shore, that's generic. Would you take them to Wildwood?
Okay, so you have to be very specific.
Yeah. So with my daughter's friends from Texas, she took them right to Ocean City.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, Ocean City. And they're like, wow. Because people from like Texas or other parts of the country think of Jersey as a smelly, dirty place. You take them to the beach and they're like, this is amazing. They loved it. Oh, they loved it.
Yeah,
loved it. So,
that's a good spot. Yeah, Ocean City, I would think that would be like top 5 places that people would take somebody from out of state.
When my cousin came from Italy, he was probably early 20s, and he came with his friend, a guy friend. And right away took him to Atlantic City. Just, all the lights and the casinos. And
listen, I'm a huge fan of Atlantic City. I love Atlantic City. I only get there like once a year, maybe. I haven't this year at all, but we try to go once a year.
Where do you go?
For a weekend. Where did we go the last time? Tropicana.
All right. I was there at the resorts a couple of weeks ago with Judy emceeing a show.
Oh, you did?
We were both sick, but it's still such a great night.
I love it. I think it's such a fun night out. Like just one night. That's all I need. One night in Atlantic City.
And we're so close to this like crazy happening place. That,
but I'm not like crazy happening. I'm not like stay out until like 3 in the morning. Who are you talking to that's like hanging out, has her bikini ready to go to the pool tonight? Like
Gianna across the hall.
I'm not doing that.
No,
it's like 10:30. I'm like, oh my goodness, I am exhausted.
But okay, so from dinner time on through the evening, even walking through the casino, whatever, it's just that energy.
The best.
Yeah.
It's such good energy. The best people watching. You get the great restaurants. You can gamble a little bit. There's entertainment. I think it's such a fun night out.
I'm going to write these down because I already see there's good answers coming in. Adelaide from Rumson. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Great. My best memories are the Jersey Shore, Pier Village. My kids went to Monmouth University, and we'd visit every weekend with the girls, bring food, have fun, and they babysit for my son who was younger then. And we'd go to the shops and to the eateries and to the beach, and I'd bring them things on the beach to eat with. So it was great. Great memories.
Pier Village. Very good. I love Pier Village. Is awesome. All right. Thank you, Adelaide. Appreciate the call. And Judy. Michelle, people from our neck of the woods, never even heard of Long Branch, don't know Pier Village from the Village people. They wouldn't know.
The Village people.
No, it's two. The state is divided in two. What
It's
about
so divided
Central
in two.
Jersey? Yeah. Okay. But the north half and the south half, you know from LBI North if you're from above there. You know from LBI South if you're from below there.
Yeah, but this is why this topic is so important, because you write down all the places and you get out of your bubble. So many of us just stay within a couple miles of where we live. We go to the same restaurants, the same places. But if you could just get out of your bubble a little bit, there's so much to explore in the great state of New Jersey.
Preach on, Michelle. Slay.
Seriously.
Slay.
I'm slaying it, aren't I? Or can I not say it that way?
Oh, my God. I wish I was there. God, I wish I was there.
It was like crickets in the gym. It was swish the foul shot. Slay. Crickets.
Deborah in Middletown. Hi, Deborah.
Hello. I have to tell you, you guys make my day, and you both slay it like crazy. But, where I would go is Grounds for Sculpture, because that's always wonderful.
Yeah, I've never been.
Oh, you've got to go. It's unbelievable.
It's right down the street.
Anybody I've ever taken there.
I'm 4 miles from there right now. Yeah.
Oh, and they have a great restaurant called Rats, and you could see, it's like Giverny. You know, it's based on that, and it's just a wonderful place. The sculptures, you could bring kids, they could run around, and it's never ending. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, all I hear is great things about that place. All right, Deborah, thank you. Appreciate the call. You're
And we pass it right on the 295 every single day.
Yep.
Why have we never been there?
I don't know. Somebody's from coming to New Jersey for the first time. You want to impress them. Where do you take them? So many places in the state. It is so diverse and so amazing. We take a lot of it for granted. Where would you take somebody in New Jersey that is here for the first time? 1-800-283-1015. Some place where they would go, slay! once they saw where you took them. 119 years fast. Dennis and Judy show. Michelle in today. Judy will be back on Monday. Thank you, Michelle, for coming in.
Of course, Dennis. To hang out with a friend like you, I'm here.
Slay!
Slay! Coach Michelle, no. Leave that to the 9-year-old girls.
I love it. All right, so
did you ever do that, like embarrass your boys or your daughter when they were younger? Not really your boys. I've never really embarrassed my boys, but my daughter, maybe a little bit.
I have embarrassed them, but in a different way.
Do you want to explain?
Yeah, when I lost my cool at the pond one day, when I made the guy fall into the lake because I was screaming at him so loud, because he was being a D and in front of my kids, so I let him have it. And he
fell in the lake.
Yeah, he got so nervous he fell in. He's like, "I'm a canoe." I said, "Don't come there. I will shove that canoe up your." And he's like trying to paddle, turn around. He went. And if Greg is listening, he was mortified, and I think Greg was mortified when I yelled at a Boston Bruin fan at a Flyers game.
Oh, jeez.
Because I was being friendly, and then the guy turned up. Now other people were like, giving him a hard time. And I go, listen, not everybody's an a-hole here. You're in good company. We were sitting in front of him.
So how did things turn?
By the third period, he was drunk and he was screaming the whole time, would not shut up. So I stood up and said, shut the up.
And did everybody applaud you? Like, was everybody so happy?
The whole section went dead quiet.
Oh,
and then
you're like, wait, I thought you guys were going to have my back.
I forget what jersey he had on. And somebody said, did Bradshaw get his feelings hurt?
Oh, my God.
Because he was wearing a Bradshaw. I forget the name of the jersey he was wearing.
That's a great topic. Next time I'm here, we're doing this topic.
It's
right?
Yeah.
Like the time you embarrassed your kids and that you still remember all of these years later.
I don't think he did. Nobody talked to me on the way home. I said I was trying to save the game for you guys.
But then it eventually becomes hysterical, right? Like at Thanksgiving dinner when they're all adults, you could bring it up and crack up about it.
It was a Thornton jersey. Oh, did Thornton get his feelings hurt? Oh, is Thornton going to cry? That's what it was. Is Thornton going to cry? Somebody from behind him.
Where's that guy now? That was a good guy. He had your back.
Yeah. But everybody saw this crazy old Guinea stand up and scream at a Boston Bruin fan.
Hey, I'll never forget my dad. We were at a movie theater.
Yeah.
I guess it was Cinnamon. I don't know. There was a movie theater on Route 130. Kids.
Yeah.
It was in Cinnamon?
Yeah.
Okay, Cinnamon's a movie theater years and years and years ago, and kids behind us were throwing things at us. And it was me, my sister, my mom, and my dad. I don't even remember what movie we were watching. And kids were throwing stuff. My dad was like, yo, guys, calm down. Like, relax. Stop throwing stuff at us. Be quiet. And then they kept doing it. He stood up in the middle of the theater and was like, I told you to stop throwing stuff. I wanted to die. We get up. We leave the theater. All these boys are like high school boys. I wanted to die. I remember it like it was yesterday. The time I was mortified.
And now looking back, was he right?
He was right. They should. Why were they hitting us with stuff? They were throwing like M&Ms at us.
Nick is in Forked River. Hi.
What's up, guys?
Hey, how's it going?
I would take them to Gunnison Beach. That way they see it and they never come back.
Gunnison Beach. All right. Very good. Excellent.
Very good, Nick.
Good answer. My friend Jerry said when he took his relatives from France to Jersey, he took them to Cowtown Rodeo.
Oh, Cowtown Rodeo.
Oldest rodeo in the country, and it's very Americana.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Have you?
No.
Oh,
I've been by it, but I've never been in. No. Went to a real rodeo in Fort Worth, Texas. That was amazing.
Well, this is a real rodeo.
Yeah, whatever. All right.
It's a real rodeo,
I know. Joe is in Middletown. Hey, Joe.
How you doing?
Good.
Good afternoon. Oh, depending on the time of the year and where they're coming from, in Middletown we've got some interesting spots, including Deep Cut Gardens, which is originally the Genovese crime family estate.
That's right.
Yeah, and it's a very, very nice, well-kept secret that has a lot to offer. If they wanted to see the seals, you could go down to Sandy Hook this time of the year. The seals are carrying on the Bayside, and it's kind of interesting. Or if they wanted some real excitement, head down to Atlantic City.
Very good. All good suggestions, Joe. Thank you. Appreciate the call to New Jersey 101.5. Yeah, Deep Cut Gardens. It was bought by the Genovese, I forget his first name, but he was the boss of the Genovese crime family. And then now the Monmouth County Park Service owns it. Turned into a beautiful park. And it's pretty much laid out the way he designed it back in the day. It's pretty cool.
Oh,
Olivia, Summit. Hi, Olivia.
Hi.
I would take them to Summit.
It is a nice place.
It's a beautiful town.
I would take him to the Statue of Liberty.
There you go.
Everybody forgets that it's in New Jersey.
Right, and she's our girl. It is the
Yeah, she's the biggest Jersey girl.
Very good. All right, excellent. Thank you, Olivia. Appreciate the call. My cousin and his dad, we took them to Statue of Liberty.
Okay, yeah.
And it was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, that's definitely something people should go see. Absolutely. That's a good one. I'm surprised nobody...
Our side of the family, there were a couple of the names on the wall there. Yeah, his grandfather came from
We got to see that, too.
Yeah, so cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It is cool to see that.
I think Jen did this story originally. Jen, did you write this story?
I can call her for you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't look over there. It's Erin. I apologize. It was
good one, Erin.
Wise ass.
That was good.
No, it was Jen who did 21 top spots to take a first-time visitor to New Jersey. And that's what we're talking about. If somebody's here for the first time, where would you take them? Other than to see a smart-ass Erin vote do the news in the newsroom. It is 1:30. Dennis and Judy show. Michele in today. And we're talking about impressive places in New Jersey. Some place you would take a person who's coming to New Jersey for the first time.
Nobody said Princeton. I'm surprised.
That's a good one.
Because you could spend the day in Princeton. That is a really good one.
One place I took my cousins from Italy that I thought would impress them, and they were impressed. Very unusual Wegmans.
They were impressed?
Wegmans.
Oh, wait. I thought you said Princeton.
No, Wegmans. I swear to God.
You took him to Wegmans.
Enzo, it was like, he kept looking around like, what? How do we get out of it? How big is it?
My God.
Is this a country? What is this? Because over there, they're from the South, and they're just small little markets. You know, once maybe a mall here and there, but they never saw a supermarket like that. You know, flowers.
God, so wait, they were impressed by it? Were they like, this is like amazing?
Yeah. And they said, but they were like shaking their head like system overload, like too much.
Too much?
Too much.
What about like a place like IKEA where you go in and like you have to follow the path? You can't get out until you're like complete. They would be freaked out by that place.
All right, so what impressive place would you take a first-time visitor
Wegmans.
to New
I'm
Jersey?
blown away by the fact that you said Wegmans.
He's looking at the pies and the flowers and the lounge chairs, and he's like, "What?
Are they like it's too many choices? Like they don't have as many choices over there, right?"
Right. Well, there's a guy that sells lounge chairs down the street, and there's a guy that sells flowers across the street, and there's a pie guy, but not everything in
Not
one.
all there.
That's blown away by Wegmans. Frankie, he wanted to go back so he could take pictures to show from. I said, okay, we'll go back. Frankie in South Plainfield. Hi.
Hey, how you guys doing? Great topic.
Thank you.
Remember years ago when Philippe Petit walked the Twin Towers and they gave him community service?
Yeah.
And they made him walk the Great Patterson Fall. So I said, what is that? I've never even heard about it. I grew up in Jersey all my life. I went up there. It's impressive.
Yeah, we had somebody mention like a month or so ago and said it was nice, but it was in like it's kind of in a dicey neighborhood, or they.
You go through it. You go through a dicey neighborhood, but it's a little park up on top.
It's really worth the visit, though. I've been thinking about going.
Yeah, it's worth it. You like it.
All right, very good. Patterson Falls, definitely write that down. Thank you, Frankie.
All right, be good.
You too. Appreciate the call to New Jersey 101.5.
You know what? Now I can't think of the name of it. Oh, no, I shouldn't open my mouth until I figure out what the place is. But maybe you know, it's the back roads to the shore.
Okay.
And it's like that old, like abandoned town.
Chatsworth?
No. It's not in Hamilton, but it's very close to Hamilton.
Egg Harbor City? Abandoned?
No, it's not an actual, like it was a town, and it has like these old buildings. Smithville. No, it's Smithville. Oh my God, it's going to drive me nuts.
Okay.
I got to look it up.
On the back way to Atlantic City.
Taking 206.
Yeah.
Like you go past Hamilton, or maybe it's, right past Hamilton. I don't remember.
Have you seen a doctor about these dreams you're having?
I really should have thought about this before I opened my mouth
it's
on the radio.
An abandoned town.
It's like an abandoned town.
In South Jersey.
Yes. Town in South Jersey. As soon as Battsville? No. Batstow Village.
Batstow Village.
Batstow Village.
All right.
That's very interesting to go there and check that place out. Have you ever been there?
Yeah. With the kids years ago.
Yeah, that was cool. That was one of those places during COVID when we were just trying to explore all places in New Jersey to get out of the house. We went to Batstow Village.
And on the way back, you stop at Penza's Pies.
Of course you do.
At the Red Barn.
And see Evelyn. Absolutely you do.
Love Evelyn.
The best pies ever.
I tell you, on a Sunday morning, Saturday morning, or anytime you have time, go to Route 206 in Hamilton, just north of the White Horse Pike. It's called the Red Barn. And Evelyn Penza makes the best pies in the world. You go have breakfast there or an early lunch. It's so sweet. It's so homey.
I've never had lunch there. I mean, I've had her pies, but I've never had lunch I've never had lunch there, and I drive by it all the time, every weekend on my back roads to the Jersey Shore.
I take people for breakfast there, and they're like, "Where did you find this?"
It's probably so cute. I have to go there for breakfast.
It's the best.
The pies are unbelievable.
Yeah. And Evelyn, if you run into Evelyn, tell her New Jersey 101.5 says hi.
Yep.
Kelly in Cookstown. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I think that abandoned town you were talking about is Seaview.
I've never been to Seaview, but the one I was thinking was Batstow Village.
Oh, okay. Well, there's an abandoned town going down by New Smithville out that way, and I believe it's called Seaview.
Really?
And the took a ride out there once, and it was a bunch of abandoned homes.
Was
It's
it
all
was it
blocked off.
flooded, or why is it abandoned?
They said it flooded years ago, and they never repopulated it.
Oh, all right. I think I may have read about that years ago. All right, Kelly, where would you take somebody to impress them being in Jersey for the first time?
Oh, God. I would probably say Atlantic City.
Yeah, Atlantic City.
Get a little bit of everything.
True. All right, very good. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate the call to New Jersey 101.5.
I mean, I don't even know if you would call it an abandoned town. I mean,
Batstow?
Yeah.
I mean, it's historic old.
It's
town.
historical. Yeah, historical town.
How about Jersey City or Hoboken? Because you got great
lived in New Jersey my entire life. I've never been to Hoboken.
Same here. You and I got to go together.
That is so weird. We've been saying for years that we have to go to Hoboken. I feel like we know what restaurant we're going to. We've asked like where we need to go in Hoboken, and we've still never been there.
But Jersey City and Hoboken both have great views of New York City, and both have great character and restaurants and stuff.
Yeah,
so
that would be fun.
I'm putting both those down on the list.
Yeah,
All
definitely put Hoboken on there.
Where would you take somebody coming to New Jersey for the first time to impress them, aside from watching Michele Palenza broadcast? 1-800-283-101.5 is the phone number.
I'm not saying you need to be here all day to watch that. I mean, just stop by for a couple of minutes and watch that, and then you can move on to the next thing.
So you work at a radio station at the shore, okay?
Yeah.
Do the morning show. You can't see it from, like, you're not on display. Do you ever see those stations, like, in Florida, where they're in a strip mall and in the window you can see
I think that is so cool, but I'd be completely distracted. But I think that's amazing.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, of course I have.
Where have you seen it? In Florida?
Yeah, but my mom always tells me stories when she was younger. They would broadcast, like, in a mall. And she would just go to the mall, and there would be, like, the radio station in the mall. And she'd just knock on the glass and be like, can I get tickets? It's crazy to me.
I don't know where that came from, but I just thought I'd throw that out there. All right, Dennis Malloy here. If you're thinking about giving your home's exterior a makeover, you've got to check out B&B Siding and Roofing. It's a woman-owned business serving New Jersey for over 30 years. They do great work. They've transformed more than 5,000 homes. They have style-guided experts. They're friendly consultants who will help you every step of the way in designing your dream exterior. They pride themselves in superior customer communication and quality work. They back their work with a lifetime guarantee, and they have financing options as well. No high-pressure sales tactics, great people. They've got an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau, which is rare in that industry. And I know how important honesty and transparency is when it comes to finding the right company to work on your home, and B&B Siding and Roofing are the real deal. Get started today online at bbsiding.com. Dennis and Michele here. Judy will be back on Monday. And we're talking about impressive places you would take take someone in New Jersey for the first time. Let's go to Wendy, calling from Edison. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing great. They might like Fort Mott.
Oh, that was another place I went during COVID. Yes. A lot of people probably don't know that that's here.
Where is that again, Michele?
Yeah.
Way South Jersey.
Way into Salem County, and then you take a ferry boat to an island in the middle of the river, and it's technically Delaware because there's only a 3-foot border. So it's in Delaware, and it's made up to look like a Confederate prison in the Civil War.
Wow.
And all of the people who work there are role-playing.
See, now I went in the winter, and maybe they didn't have the boat working at that time. Like, it was too cold for the boat. So I didn't get to go to the island, but we just went to the fort.
Yeah, and the fort is interesting because it was built up. It was a defense point in 1898 for the Spanish-American War. They thought that the Spanish were going to sail up the Delaware into Jersey.
Wow. Very good. Thank you for that, Wendy. Appreciate the call.
Yeah, I don't know if a lot of people know that that's there. That's could be a day trip.
Fort Mott.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Peter, calling from Virginia. When I first saw this answer up on the board, I went, really? But actually, yeah. Hi, Peter.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm okay.
Where would you take them for a real Jersey experience to impress them?
I don't know. I mean, I took my lady friend that was from Virginia. She'd never been to New Jersey, and I took her to Seaside Heights.
Oh, does she have teeth?
Excuse me?
Did she enjoy it?
Yeah, it was before Hurricane Sandy hit.
Oh.
Before they took, all that stuff that hit the Jersey Shore.
No, it's real quintessential Jersey. And if you want to show them a boardwalk, there's Ocean City, there's Wildwood, but the Seaside Boardwalk is like the Jersey boardwalk.
I know, but that's where I grew up at. That was my stomping grounds when I was in Jersey.
Very good. And how long have you been down in Virginia?
23 years.
Do you miss Jersey at all?
Yes, I do.
What do you miss most?
My family. My family's in Jersey.
What did your lady friend think of the Jersey Shore?
She don't want to go back no more. There's nothing in Jersey.
Oh,
no? Wow.
No.
Where in Virginia is she from?
Newport News, Virginia.
Okay.
I'm actually right across the water from Norfolk.
Very good. All right. Thanks, Peter. Appreciate the call to New Jersey 101.5. That's not right near Virginia Beach.
You have quite the list over there, don't you?
I do have quite the list, Michelle.
Very good.
I have quite the list of things to thank you for the last couple of days, but I'll just suffice it to say I appreciate you.
Oh, you are so sweet. I didn't know where that was going, but I appreciate you too, Dennis.
Every moment you open the mic, it was like, slay!
Slay! Oh, my God.
Have a great...
Kids are like, don't do it. Don't do it anymore.
Have a great weekend. Dominski and Doyle are now.
Hey guys, time to get in on the action for the biggest moments in basketball with Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projections, place your entry, and win up to 100 times your money. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit of up to $100. Just download the Prize Picks app and use the code GET100. That's code GET100 on Prize Picks for a first deposit match of up to $100. Prize Picks. Pick more. Pick less. It's that easy.
This has been the Dennis and Judy Show on demand. Thanks to our sponsor, Value City NJ, with 9 locations in New Jersey, or online at valuecitynj.com. Don't forget to check out the latest news and opinions from Dennis and Judy on our free app or NJ1015.com.
New Jersey 101.5.